All right, thank you guys for tuning in to the newest episode of the Primetime Media Podcast. I'm your host, D'Angelo Lopez. I got Isaiah Burgess.
Yo.
Austin Pendleton.
Austino's here.
Yeah, And now we're going to talk about the NBA draft. We're going to talk about the big Giannis trade. Lamelo just got traded this morning, so we got a lot to talk about. We're going to address the Knicks winning a chip and everything like that, too. Going to get into some college football content for you guys as well.
For sure.
I think let's start it off with the Giannis trade. If you guys have not noticed at all, Austin is a very obvious Miami Heat fan with the Timberwolves jersey that he's got on right now.
Let me clear myself here first.
Go ahead.
Before he wants to say anything, I'm probably gonna have to get close to the camera, but I am wearing a Josh Okogie jersey. I was a huge fan of him at Tech. This guy is a lockdown defender. He is. Who
so
doesn't love Okogie?
So passionate he stood up.
So.
Yo, look, this is your.
Yeah.
Yo, just
all ass in the camera.
Right, guys.
Yo, we're keeping that.
I didn't mean to flash y'all, but we got.
Oh my god!
I flashed y'all. I apologize.
He said, "Bro, let me go to the camera."
Bro.
I mean, we might have to take that out because. I mean, yeah.
No.
Do you want your shit to get strike down?
I hope so. Honestly, this is
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'll live with one strike if it means that, bro.
No, I'm playing.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's the Okogie jersey. Before I just gave y'all a little.
Hello,
yeah.
tease.
All right. So, yeah, Giannis got traded. Giannis and Bobby Portis got traded for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Kasparis, Jackie Jonas. How do you say his last name?
I mean,
Yaki
that's
Jonas?
definitely not it. But I feel like that was a good try. Like that's probably the best pronunciation I've heard.
A second, yeah, that was all right.
So,
yeah, you got to be the first one to talk
right,
about
I mean,
it. Heat fan.
As a Heat fan.
That's all the key role players gone in that deal already. Obviously, like we knew we had to lose Hero to get Giannis. That was no surprise. I didn't know the whole team was going with him though.
Yeah, y'all sent everybody. You shouldn't feel bad about it though.
I don't even know like the rest of the expiring contracts that we still do have. All I know is that like I don't hate this move, but I could possibly hate this move like later down the road if they don't address other issues on the roster because I mean it's all about what they put around Bam and Giannis.
Y'all basically gave up Nate Ament in the deal too, because number 13 is who they picked.
I saw that, and I'm really not like impressed over that.
Yeah,
at
but
all.
they could have picked anybody.
Dude,
they decided to pick Nate Ament.
I don't know if either of y'all have seen like the Nate Ament stuff on social media, but like I don't think anybody's high on him. Like
I've seen some people be really high, but I heard people be high on him before the draft, like before this year. Like people going into this year, like he's gonna be. You
hear him saying correct.
Yeah.
But his year at Tennessee obviously like worsened his draft stock. Look at like he was
You're saying he's mid.
He was in the Peterson and the Wilson and the Boozer and he was in conversations with all of them. And like Nate Ament was like a part of their recruiting class, and like he's one of those guys. He obviously wasn't. At Tennessee, he had a nice deep roster around him, and like he really didn't get to show off much of his talents.
I think you shouldn't feel bad about losing like Tyler Hero and using.
I don't feel bad about losing Hero. I feel Jaquez hurts.
Yeah, but none of them were gonna be real stars, like,
dude. Khalil Ware. Okay, now Jaquez had pretty much capped out where he's at.
Yeah. A 6
Jaquez is not getting any better than he is right now.
No, he's.
Yeah,
I mean, he can maybe get marginally better. Maybe
now, exactly, but it won't not anything crazy.
He is who he is,
like
though.
He's still a role player, and like he brings value. Khalil Ware is the one that's not going talked about. Like it, people don't watch too much Heat basketball. I don't really blame the country for that, obviously, but Khalil Ware, if his ceiling's like ridiculous. Like y'all, I don't even think you you really
Yeah, but he
know
wasn't
about
even
it.
getting no playing time, so you shouldn't even really feel bad. Like,
Because at the end of
He
the
was getting
day,
benched
he's
in the
playing the
fourth,
non-Bam minutes. He's playing the non-Bam minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
you just shouldn't feel like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have given up all of that for Giannis too. I
Dude,
think the biggest thing is the fact that the Bucks declined JB and 2 firsts.
bro, he's like a
Like-
coordinated. Obviously, doesn't have as much weight on him as this guy,
Yeah.
but he's like a coordinated Derek Lively. Like he's like a Khalil Ware is going to be a starting center in the league one day. I hope y'all know that. Like he's probably going to start in Milwaukee.
I was gonna say he's
start
probably
in
gonna start in Milwaukee.
He like
But like on a good team, like a
But
like a team that wins a chip.
yeah. I mean, if that's where like his career
If your
ends up
stars
taking
are
him,
your
If-
backcourt.
yeah, if that's where his career takes him, he could be the starting center on. I don't know if it's a championship team quite yet. That'd be stretching it, but like he could be a starting center one day on a playoff team easily, and like be an impactful guy. He like probably be like maybe a top 3-4 player on his team.
Maybe, I don't know. I just feel like, I would have given up all that too. I think the biggest thing is like
Khalil
all
Ware
the picks.
hurts.
to
It just
give up.
be like it.
But he wasn't even playing, so you can't even be
Yeah.
like, damn. He literally wasn't
It'd
even
be
playing. It would only make sense if you trade Bam, and you're not going to
Now
trade Bam because he dropped 83.
the only reason it doesn't matter as much now is because it looks like we've got all the bigs solved out.
Yeah.
Giannis, Bam, Portis, like
Y'all have
we've
the
got
best.
bigs. We've
you
got
have the
bigs.
best front court in the East. It's not close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
close.
For
It's
sure.
not close.
And like Portis coming off the bench is actually like
Bro,
That's not-
y'all
that's not
bad.
traded
Real
for
nice.
superstar franchise cornerstone Bobby Portis,
Bobby
bro. Like,
Portis.
this shit is like y'all don't understand, bro.
And
I
Giannis.
can't
Yeah, and
believe it.
Giannis is in the deal too.
I
They
can't
threw in
believe
Giannis.
it, bro. Portis and Wiggins, bro.
like, bro. I promise you. I think overall, I think the betting favorite. I think they're number 5 in the whole league to win the chip. Crazy in my opinion, Miami. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's definitely absurd.
Okay,
But
so-
that's just the new. You know how people like a
One
brand new
trade,
trade. Yeah,
yeah.
brand new trade, and they're like Giannis on the
They
Heat.
probably
So,
have
I mean,
the Timberwolves.
But they're
up
gonna
there
be
now.
better. I promise you. Even if like year one, it might not be ideal. They're probably not gonna go as far as you want year one. But I
Definitely
think you guys are gonna be good because with Spo and a mid-ass team, you guys are a playing team every year. So like add Giannis in there. You just literally need good enough players like that
Yeah.
aren't selling. But in terms of a deep playoff run, I don't know about that. But you guys are gonna be a playoff team.
Oh,
top
for
5,
sure.
top 5 seed in the East.
For sure.
Top 4, top
But
4.
if
Because
y'all-
I don't really
if y'all
believe in
really-
Hawks.
If you really look at it, like if we're
That's not
getting
crazy.
deep into this, and I mean, I think today as it stands, our roster is better than the Hawks, but don't I definitely feel stronger about the Hawks than this guy right here.
I'm not super negative on them. I just like
They'll be in the playoffs, and I think like as long as they've got Jalen Johnson around, like they'll be they'll be relevant.
That's fair.
y'all
I
won
don't-
43 games, and y'all add Giannis, y'all lose a couple like role players.
Here's the Hawks' problem, and I think this is what you're thinking in your head, and you're just not saying it out loud. The Hawks will never win a ring as Jalen being their first option.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to say it.
I'll say it verbatim.
That's
I
not
don't think
crazy. That's
Jalen
not
Johnson is
crazy
that
at all.
guy.
But
I like
I
him.
don't-
He's a good
I don't
player.
know
He's
a
not
lot
that
him
of
as
guy.
a second option.
That's
Now we're
that's a
talking.
problem.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, but we just saw him, in the playoff. That's first playoff
As a
series
second
for sure.
option,
But he was
but
shit
it was
in
his
the-
And he was dog shit dookie.
But
I mean, he's getting guarded
you
by
could tell
OG.
he
He's
was
getting guarded by
nervous.
OG and Mikal. Yeah, but like it
I mean-
got to the point where he was playing so bad they took OG off.
Bro,
off of him.
those are the best 3-and-D wings in the game.
But he was playing so bad. They're like, shit, bro. We can have anybody
but
guard him.
We're also talking about the people who just won the chip.
yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure,
Like,
for sure.
The
Yeah.
reason why they won that chip is because we always talk about the small guard narrative, and like Brunson was the first guy to do it since Isaiah. The reason why is those two guys right there, Bridges and OG, because that's what you want to put around a defensive liability
Right.
point guard.
For
Like-
sure, for
like
sure.
The
And
Knicks,
we'll get
roster
into that too.
construction wise.
Like-
Is beautiful.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
They
no,
did
they
their thing.
they draft they set up their whole team perfectly. They didn't really even draft none of those guys. They pretty much traded for all of them or
Oh,
signed
for
them.
Sure. The
So-
worst
All
part
of them.
about it is
Yeah.
All of them.
they've had the
Literally.
squad
Every
for,
single person
for a
on
long
their,
time.
on their starting 5, like
Bro,
came
everybody
from a
that was
different
getting
team.
real minutes, like got
team.
acquired by free agents and everything like that. I just think, I mean, y'all not gonna compete with them. I think the best two teams out east is definitely Boston and New York. After that, though, it's a crapshoot because the Cavs are unreliable. Every year they're unreliable. They either get hurt or they fold. Lights be too bright.
Bro,
Philly
the day
Philly's whack. Philly's whack.
The day the Cavs get like an actual like perimeter defender, like in that backcourt, they will compete.
They need Drew Holiday.
They
bro.
just that's
y'all
not a
need
bad
Drew
fit.
Holiday.
Well, a Mitchell Holiday backcourt sounds
It's perfect,
pretty good.
bro. It's perfect.
Sounds pretty
Sounds
good.
really good, yeah.
I mean, Harden's got to go for them.
I
Yeah.
thought they just re-signed him.
Did they really?
I thought they gave him like a 1-year extension.
Dude, here's the thing: you pick Harden or you pick Mitchell. There's no
That's
both.
not even
There's
a
no
question for me,
both.
bro.
Like you can't have those guys on the floor at the same time. It actually like makes my eyes bleed watching that team play.
They have people thinking Donovan Mitchell is not good in the playoffs because of this shit. Like,
Yeah, Harden's taking like all the touches. Like
literally, bro.
I
At
don't
the end
know.
of the games, there would be times Mitch didn't even touch the ball, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? When they blew that lead, and what was it, game 1 of that or game 2, whatever one it was, where they blew the big
they
ass
scored
lead.
every single point on Harden.
I know.
They scored every
And
single
Donovan
bucket.
Mitchell touched the ball like twice in the last 3 minutes of the game, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, they were hunting Harden. Harden is an awful defender. Like I said, I don't know how. I don't think it's even possible to get the Rockets Warriors Western Conference Finals Harden back, because that's the only Harden in my life I've seen who is actually out there playing defense.
He cared the most that year. Like, that was the year I mean, he was also as fresh as he could be. That was Harden at what, 29 years old, 28 years old? Maybe 20, even 27.
around
Yeah,
there.
like, I mean,
Yeah,
that's the prime of his career.
it
Like,
was.
we're not getting that no
Averaging
more.
40.
Mm-hmm.
But like, even when he was young, he never played defense. And that series, like he teed up. I mean, Paul, like right when Chris Paul went down, he was the primary offensive player and defensive guy. Like he was everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been good. I feel like down in the post, but then like the older he's gone, he's just been worse and worse and worse
He's
and worse
slacking
and worse.
and slacking,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, Cleveland's got a lot of issues. I feel like we should jump on like how the Bucks outlook is now, because they got all those picks. I personally feel like
It's a rebuild.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
they're
but
in
none of
rebuild.
those guys, like maybe Khalil Ware, sure, but really none of those guys are like franchise cornerstone. Like, we could build a good ass team and keep going.
Well, that's
and
why
keep
they got
going.
their picks.
Yeah, but hypothetically, if you take 2 firsts and Jaylen Brown, then you flip Jaylen Brown to a third team.
I
You'll
can't
get way more
no,
for
no.
Jaylen Brown than you did for any of the. If you flip
Oh,
Tyler
absolutely.
Hero, if you flip Jaquez, if you flip any of them, you'll get way more for Jaylen Brown than you would for any of them.
All right, the way I look at the Bucks post trade is if this was a bigger market, I think the Hero move would attract more free agents. Nobody really wants to like go sign and play in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the Hero thing a little different. Like if this was like a New York, an LA, a Dallas, like which all of those teams obviously don't currently need Hero. But like if one of those squads was in like a poverty state right now and they brought in Hero and they maybe wanted to attract another like big star next year, maybe make a blockbuster deal for a star like the following year, then Hero is a start. But like Hero is basically going to be in like no man's land, like with the Bucks.
Yeah, and isn't he from Milwaukee?
I don't even know if the Bucks
I
will.
have no idea.
I don't even know if the Bucks will finish at the very bottom of the East. Like they might be like a little bit above that to the point where like their lottery odds aren't even like amazing.
Well, they just changed
Well,
the
yeah, they changed the
lottery odds.
lottery
I don't
odds.
fully understand it yet. I haven't like looked at all of it, but they just
they're
changed
trying to
it.
like really make the league anti-tank.
So I saw that.
It's literally
I saw the worst
specifically for
3. Yeah, the
anti-tanking.
worst 3. Like, it's not going to be a drastic percentage difference from like the worst 3 teams in the league. Something like that. I got to look more into it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they'll be bottom 3 because
I mean, Brooklyn's definitely going to be worse than them. I'm just looking like quick off the top of my
somebody
head.
needs to go get MPJ out of there. though.
Utah might actually compete this year because they got Jaren. They just got DP.
I don't
So
even know if
maybe
all those guys are
Is
happy
Bailey
to be
maybe?
there.
Sacramento.
though. Bro, I
Oh
looked,
yeah, Sacramento.
I looked at that Jazz like lineup and like it looks good on paper. How are they going to mesh with each other? Bro, there's one basketball. They have Markkanen, Bailey.
Markkanen can play off
Darren
the ball.
Peterson.
He could play off the ball.
And
Like
guess
you
what?
can do whatever.
Guess
Like
what?
Markkanen is a
He
plug
can-
and play
he
player.
can play off the ball.
Yeah.
But he
Markkanen's
doesn't
probably
want to.
the best team player on that
But he
squad. And guess
can.
what? You're not going to want him to
Yeah, 'cause
because
he's the
he's
best.
going to average the most points on that team.
Right.
Like he's still their guy. And you're going to have your best player playing off the ball. I don't know. It's just
And not
it's a weird
primarily
concept.
off the ball. I think. I mean, if I'm them, you gotta ease Darren Peterson like in his role because you still have who's the other guard that you were just talking about? I can't think of his name.
They've got George. They've got
Yeah. I mean, I just think you can't really like
Keontae George.
Keontae George. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna hoop out. They already have the 2-man action with him and Lowry. Now Ace Bailey's gonna have a bigger role. Really, the good thing is that Darren Peterson's not gonna just be like forced to be like a shot chucker.
Do they? There's two. There's two.
Keontae George, not the one that you're thinking of. Dude that plays for Washington.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, not
that's
him. He's
Keontae George is actually a really good. guard.
Exactly. So
really
now
good
think about it. Darren Peterson. There's no real rush to like have him develop into that. You just have him ease into that role. Ace Bailey's gonna get more touches. Jaren's gonna be. I think Jaren is the person that's got to take less of an opportunity because at the end of the day, you're coming in. They traded for you, so this is not your team. Like he's gonna be the secondary guy.
Not, but he's gonna
not
have
even
to take a whole.
hub.
He's gonna have to take a whole different role and a whole different approach.
Good. The role he plays is mid.
Triple J was always a 4 everywhere he went. He's
can't
gonna have to be
rebound
their
at
main.
all, bro.
He's gonna have to be their main rim protector now. Though.
That's fine. They also have damn dude, what is his
I'm
name?
not saying he's incapable of it, but like it's gonna be a change for him.
No,
he,
for sure.
He wasn't the main rim protector in
Memphis.
That was always Steven Adams.
Right.
But he was always their roamer. Like so, he was like the dude that.
Correct,
that's why he
but
won
won't
Defensive
be,
Player of
he
the Year.
won't be a roamer in Utah though.
No,
You don't think at all?
He's gonna have to.
I mean,
no.
who's gonna be the rim protector? Sure as hell isn't gonna be
Walker
Lowry.
Kessler.
Oh,
Kessler.
that's right.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so Kessler might actually start, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know if they're gonna if they bring him back. There's
who comes off the
big
bench.
ass lineup.
Who comes
if
off
you
the
do-
bench? Triple J, dude. Well,
No, it would
Markkanen
be-
can technically play the 3.
Play the 3.
Yeah, he was
They
a
might
3 in
have-
Chicago.
they
and
might
in
have
Cleveland.
Markkanen run the 3.
I mean, if the one would probably be Keontae George. The 2, are you running? Oh my God, who's gonna be the 2, bro? That doesn't.
Probably
Is it gonna be
Darren
Ace
Peterson.
Bailey? Is it gonna be Ace Bailey? And then you
Peterson.
have Lowry at the 3. then you have
no. It's gonna be
Ace Bailey's not coming off the
it's gonna
bench
be
in year 2, bro.
It's gonna. Well,
That
you're-
doesn't make
You're
sense.
talking about the hypothetical like big lineup.
I'm talking about their starting lineup.
If they had triple bigs, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if they bring back Walker Kessler because he's a free, I think
Because
he's a
you could
restricted
go
free agent.
triple big, or you could sit one of the bigs and then just go George 1, Peterson 2, Bailey 3.
Yeah, I think that's more realistic. And Walker Kessler comes off the bench, and then you stagger the minutes
I'd probably
between
start
those two
Walker
bigs.
Kessler.
I don't know, like
But Lowry's not coming off the bench,
like,
and
do you
Jaren's
sit-
making like $60 million, so there's no way he's coming off the bench.
I mean, you gotta sit.
That's the problem.
It just
though.
comes
Like,
off how are they going to stagger the minutes?
That's the most problem.
Like-
That's the problem because they might stagger it where they have Bailey, George, and Darren Peterson sharing minutes.
Dude, that
Where-
is a team. It's like
Where they have a nice rotation, like nice fresh legs.
because Ace
But-
has got to prove himself in the league. DP's about to have to prove himself.
Yeah.
Keontae George's gonna have to prove himself. Like with a team that has expectations, he's not just like no expectations, can shoot whatever you want. So that's another thing. Lowry's gonna have to play more. Jaren's gonna have to fit in. That's how I feel like offensively, Jaren's just gonna have to fit in.
Yeah, they
they're
got
not
some
gonna
work
build
to do.
plays for him, bro.
Look, I could see him being a play-in team in the West, like probably best scenario. I just don't,
I don't see
really,
anything
I don't
better
really
than that.
see like a world where those guys like all play well with each other.
No,
I mean, somebody's the odd man out at some point.
For
Whether
sure,
it's
for
Keontae,
sure.
whether it's DP, but they're right now. I feel like their goal is to say we're trying to make the playoffs, but it's really like if we get into the play-in, that's cool. But you're trying to figure out who plays well together. So like if
Correct,
Ace is the
correct.
odd
That's
man
the
out,
biggest-
you get Ace out. If
that's
it's
the biggest
Lowry,
thing.
whoever it is, like
yeah,
at some point, they're gonna have to figure out. That's just this is gonna be a year or maybe 2 where they're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
They might trade Jaren again in like 2 years. So
I'll
yeah.
get
For
real
the media
disrespectful.
reasons, like yeah,
Go ahead.
for media reasons, they're going playoff team. But realistically, they got to find a situation where they can work because
bro, Nurkic is on this team right now, or he was on the last team.
The
right?
Utah Jazz situation is dynasty starts after George.
After Keontae George.
Bro, deep this like we're going towards like the big guards. It's not that Keontae isn't. It's that like I think the goal is eventually, not year one. Obviously not year one. I think eventually they want to see if DP really can run the one.
Yeah, like if he could develop into that passer. But that's gonna take years, though. That is the hardest thing for people to like. I feel like develop is the passing as a guard, especially if you don't come in and you don't have that like naturally. Like that took SGA years.
Correct.
Like that took him years to really be a good enough passer to win a chip.
To run the one.
Yeah, like and become an actual one. Because he was playing the 2 for the longest. Even when they got rid of Chris Paul, that's when they started to be like, okay, you're more of a point guard. But some people don't. Bro, Devin Booker's low-key like a good example. He's got it, but not good enough to be the full-time one for a whole year. Like he can do it when the point guard comes off the bench. Yeah, but exactly. So that's really what this whole year is going to be for Utah. I don't really have a lot of like expectations for them. Besides, I want to see Ace with the ball more, just because I feel like he's got crazy potential. And same with DP. Like I don't know what he's gonna. Imagine he comes off the bench, and just like you can run the second unit. Like that wouldn't be bad.
That's probably what they need to do.
Like you could just run the show, bro.
I would run Keontae George, and then I run Ace Bailey, and I let Darren Peterson run the show.
Yeah, off the bench. Fuck it. Like, might as well let him run the 2-man game with, like, him and Walker
Where
Kessler.
Where did Harper
or him
get drafted? What pick was he? 2, 3, or 4?
Dylan Harper?
Yeah.
3, right? Because Ace was 2, or maybe it was 2.
He's not in the same.
No, Ace was 3. So Dylan Harper.
He went 2. Something like that.
Wait, yeah, who did go first out of the 2 Rutgers teammates?
It was Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper went first out of the 2 teammates.
So Harper went 2?
I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I guess it isn't. I guess it isn't crazy to sit your second overall pick.
Ace Bailey was 5.
Oh, he did slip. He slipped a little bit because he was talking about how he canceled his workouts with like Philly and shit like that.
He canceled all of his workouts.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
I thought he only did workouts for like 1 or 2 teams. Yeah. That was it.
And then, I think he even canceled it for the Jazz, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I remember that for sure because that was the big thing. Are they gonna like pass on him because he wants to go, play for whoever?
I know we're jumping off. I've just got one random would you rather for y'all.
Go ahead, let's do it. This
just
is what
one random one. We're not gonna jump. We'll jump back.
Do it like a topic, so like I can cut it up as like.
Okay.
So like introduce it like this is blah blah blah. Would you rather? Yeah, this is NBA rookie edition. Yeah, exactly. Would you rather blank edition, and then you start it off. So it'll be easier.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I shouldn't even say because it was just a troll one.
Oh, okay.
It's just 2 siblings. Okay. Ron Harper Jr., Dylan Harper.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
I'm over thinking this about to be a real.
He's wasting time on the pod now.
You already shook his
well,
ass.
We could talk about bro. Yo, I can't believe that shit happened, bro. I'm not. We kind of moved on from that quick, but like, yo, that was insane,
bro. It was a good angle too. Like, we got the angles right and everything. So, I mean, if it was a bad angle, I probably wouldn't have wanted it on.
Bro, I'm showing Brian Decamara.
Yeah, I'm gonna show your boss.
Like you Shout just out got nervous. Decamara.
Okay, now we could talk about the trade that just happened today. The Hornets are trading LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first, and then 3 pick swaps, 3 first-round pick swaps. That'll be 28, 29, and 30. And then 3 second-round picks. Damn, I didn't realize they threw in seconds, too. So it's 3 pick swaps, an unprotected first, and 3 seconds.
I'm going to be honest.
Crazy. And Naz Reid.
I think the Wolves win this trade for sure.
Yeah, I think they won too.
I low-key think the Hornets got fleeced a little. Like,
bro, right? You only got Naz Reid.
It'd be one thing if you grab the picks. Like it'd be one thing if like you just have those picks. You did a pick swap, so it's not even as if like.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day,
you're just getting those draft picks, and you also have the.
Well, I think the first rounder in 29 is that one a swap or is it not?
The only one that's unprotected is 2033. So the 28 through 30 is all swaps.
So we got one 6 years from now.
Yeah, literally.
Like
2033 is it's 6 years from now basically, and that's unprotected. That's a kid in 7th grade, right? So,
sounds about right.
That's a kid in 7th grade. I mean that always happens though. That's what happened with like a lot of these teams. They're just gambling their future, and a team's gonna get lucky at the end of the day. Like my biggest thing is the fact that the Hornets are not a good historically drafting franchise. Even when they draft high, like LaMelo's good. He's a really good player.
LaMelo's
Y'all
the
just
best
traded
player
him.
they've ever drafted.
Brandon Miller. It's like, yeah, good potential, But like, is he developing like how the number two pick is? Like,
I think for Charlotte standards, Miller was a home run pick.
Yeah, but we're talking about Charlotte standards. Y'all just traded. Y'all sacrificed getting a good enough player. So y'all traded LaMelo for Nas and a bunch of picks, and you are not good at drafting at all. So now you're gambling on doing something you haven't done for years, which is draft well.
Yeah.
So you just traded LaMelo for Nas Reed, who realistically Nas could be off the team in 2 years. Let's be honest, leaving free agency or get traded again. Like, he's going to be one of those players that, like, in a couple years, he's there.
Point guard for
a six man and a bunch of picks.
Yeah, but I think like a guy that you could honestly you can honestly make an argument the most valuable bench player in the league. And I'm not really saying that's evening out the trade. I'm just saying that like losing Nas a big deal.
Nas is a good player,
Nas
bro,
is
but
absolutely a dog.
I think
we're
overall
about to see him in a starting role. No, like he's about to be the starting big.
Sure.
Probably.
So now the expectations change. Instead of it being like, oh yeah, this is a really good bench player coming off the bench scoring, he's doing. Now he's got the expectations of being a star player. Especially you were traded for LaMelo,
and that's
so
the thing,
now
it's a
things
risk
are different.
So it's not like you're getting a guaranteed starter. You're getting someone who's never been in that starting role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally, he's never been a consistent enough starter. I mean, they drafted
they're not
Steinbeck.
They're not in contentions for anything.
They drafted Steinbeck.
Whether Nas like pans out or not, like they're not trying to win anything.
No, for sure.
But they were so close to being in the playoffs, bro. They were right there versus the Magic. Exactly. They were literally a playoff, like a half of a play-in game away from being in the playoffs. And then playing Detroit, which was that was going to be the best matchup for them.
Correct, but they
Detroit
almost lost
is a defensive
They
thing.
almost lost the Heat without Bam. Like they almost lost the Heat without everyone.
Yes, but they were literally a half away from making it into the playoffs. And Detroit was actually a good-ass matchup for them because they are up and down with it, like crazy offense. And Detroit is a slow-paced defensive team. Like, that was actually going to be a good matchup for them.
I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't think it's crazy for Charlotte to try and move on from LaMelo. I mean, I still am agreeing with both of y'all. They probably should have got more.
They should have just traded him somewhere else instead of getting all that shit. Yeah,
that's all.
I think it's a huge W for Minnesota, regardless of what they got rid of. I think Minnesota could have got rid of more, and like I couldn't even be mad because this is all about like keeping your star happy. What's the number one reason for like stars like jumping ship? It's because they feel like the franchise isn't putting enough help around them.
Well, that was reported by, I got it right here too, is that
dude, keeping Ant happy is priority one in Minnesota. I don't think anything else really matters.
After Giannis got traded, Brian Windhorst reported that Anthony Edwards has been frustrated with the organization since they traded Cat. And fast forward, the report also came out by Chris Haynes saying that Giannis was willing to sign a long-term deal in Minnesota. Right? Then there was the reports Minnesota was going after Ja, then they wanted LaMelo. They intend to pay Ayo Dosunmu all that money. It hasn't been official yet. So then they go out there and
he did extend.
I thought it says that they intend to. So like, is it official? I don't think, because I think this is the tampering period right now or something like that. I'm not gonna lie. Are you gonna pay Ayo all that money? I think it was gonna be like 30-some million. You're gonna pay him. I'm a Bulls fan. I love Ayo.
5-year, 112.
So what is that? That's 112. That's about like 23 a year. Yeah, 26, 20 something like that a year. That's gonna be a lot for your sixth man. Am I wrong? He's not starting in that lineup. LaMelo's gonna be the true one. Sure, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, like, yeah. I don't know.
Well, Ayo's definitely like a 1 or 2. So
yeah, exactly. He's a combo guard. I mean, he's gonna be a good ass sixth man for them.
Well, that team's gonna get positionless real fast because you're gonna have like their one is basically gonna be like one of the tallest point guards in the league.
Yeah, and then who's gonna be there for?
They're gonna have Ant.
It's gonna be Josh Green.
Technically,
who's in the deal, is he?
You could see like Ayo like technically in their lineup playing the 3.
Yeah, because he can guard for sure. I mean, the biggest thing I feel like is LaMelo's going to have to actually change his game because they were letting him do whatever the fuck he wanted. Shoot like 14 threes a game, step back off one leg. Now you got expectations of like, we're trying to win a chip.
Dude,
So
they're gonna try and
need you to buy in.
They're gonna try and run a lineup with flexibility everywhere and a ton of moving pieces, and then they're big, kind of like the Spurs run. Obviously, Gobert's nothing even close to what Wembanyama is, but like,
he'll make up for a lot of that.
Gobert's gonna be their big, and that's why they're gonna put talent all over him. Gobert's role is basically gonna be what it's supposed to be, what he's meant to do: be on the floor, be a rim protector, and a pick and roller. I mean, that's really what he is.
Yeah.
You don't want him doing any more than that. You give him more responsibility than that, you're in trouble.
They drafted Isaiah Evans and Trey.
That's more
Kuma Manny Ren. However you say his last name.
Obviously, like the last thing that they need to solve is the big off the bench. Right when I know who that is, I can really like get a good grasp of what's going to go on in Minnesota. Because
I think they're going to be probably...
Right now, I kind of like this roster that they have, though.
I like it, too. The biggest thing, though, I feel like is they need an athletic big that can catch lobs. That's LaMelo's favorite teammate is when he's got an athlete. Mark
Williams.
Mark Williams was catching hella lobs when he was healthy, like whenever he's there. And then all of the other like mid-tier big men that were not really crazy athletic that they had for the past couple of years, they're catching lobs. Like, bro, Gobert's hands are ass. He can't catch. Like he can't finish around the rim. Like he's straight defense and he can hit a couple layups like in moments. But like, you know what I mean?
Even then.
Yeah, he's like not great offensively at all. So I think that backup big, whoever they end up getting in free agency or if they trade again, gotta have athleticism. They have to be able to run and jump. If not, like you're not maximizing how good LaMelo's passing can be.
Well, if Jokic is under that rim, then Gobert all of a sudden has Hall of Fame posterizer.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like that was literally the best series I've ever seen of Gobert offensively. Was when they played the Nuggets. I think they were just tired of losing to their ass, bro. Like,
Gobert tunes it up against Jokic. You could really tell.
Yeah, sometimes he looks real dog shit, but sometimes he looks real good.
Great against Jokic. I think he's actually the perfect center in the NBA to guard Jokic.
Yeah,
I think he is. We finally found out who it was. It was him.
But he's killed. Like Jokic has killed him before.
Because Jokic kills everybody, but like he takes Jokic out of the game where it's
Jokic
just like
hasn't killed though.
No, you're absolutely facts, bro. You're not wrong at all.
He neutralizes him, and like.
As
early on in that Spurs series, he was holding Wemby. The only thing is, late in that series, that all went downhill. But
no, for sure.
Like game 1, game 2, like Wemby didn't really do anything.
I think now, I mean, we talked about both sides for pretty much. I think they're gonna bring back Kobe White too, which is like
they did.
Yeah, that's good. You know, they're kind of replacing LaMelo with Kobe White, which is like. Kind of wild. I mean, they're both going to be like microwave scorers. He's just not as good of a passer. So, yeah. I mean, ideally, Kobe White's kind of your sixth man. Like, and he can do everything. He can handle the ball. He can pass enough to like fill in the gaps.
The sixth man.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really run your team.
I think if everything goes as scheduled, the Timberwolves are looking at a deep run this year.
No, for sure.
I mean, okay, so I would definitely take the Spurs over them out west. Just early predictions of like where we're at right now.
Gosh,
OKC
that would be such a great series.
OKC, I would also take over them. The Nuggets. I mean, the Nuggets got to make more. The Nuggets got to make more moves, but I think that's a coin toss, though. To be honest, because that's one less
I think they're
big.
head and shoulders above the Nuggets now.
I don't know. It depends. It depends. I still think that Jokic can wield them. I mean, he just had the worst playoff series of his career, but
Dude,
like
I think
he can definitely still.
It's
be
Spurs,
good.
Thunder, than them. I don't really want to talk about anybody else out west.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think? I mean, yeah, no. The Lakers aren't going to play for shit, in my opinion, this year.
No.
They need a big man, and I think LeBron and Luka really don't fit together. Phoenix is out the way.
I don't think it's LeBron and Luka. I think it's LeBron, Luka, and Reeves. All three of them.
Well, the reason why I said that is because they just brung back Reeves. So
correct.
Now,
all three of them are not, bro.
None of them are really going to play defense like that.
You got to take 2 out of the 3 and then replace the third one with a defender. That's really what needs to happen for them. And then, like you said, Ayton at big. Like they've just got 2.
They're not bringing Ayton back. There's no way you bring Ayton back, bro. He doesn't really fit with Luka either.
I don't think they're bringing back either. who will they bring back? How much better will they
Dude,
be?
I saw a report. I hope this wasn't like ball sack sports reporting type shit. Like got me tripping. But I saw that the Lakers are willing to trade LeBron for a big.
That's
And
what they
it's
needed to do.
Like that would be insane.
That's actually not like if they were able to
Jared
get a good
Allen
big
was the
out of
one
it-
I saw. Jared Allen.
See, that's just
crazy.
I want something more than that.
You would have to give more than that.
But he would fit perfectly with Luka.
I mean,
He
Allen
would
and
fit perfectly with Luka. If you get that Brooklyn Allen back, that is
That's
the
it.
perfect
That's
big
a
man.
if.
you'd have to
Yeah,
you'd
but
have
he's
to throw
plays
a big or
completely
two.
different now.
You have
so.
to throw a pick or two on top of that.
Yeah. For LeBron.
I don't know what
Even at
other
40.
wing guys like they'd need.
They do need more like perimeter defenders.
Because like if you run it back Reeves Luka, like that kind of looks like the direction they're like leaning it towards. Because like
Which is
they
cool.
want those two guys to be their future. Hachimura is going to be in that lineup.
Yep.
He's not going anywhere.
But he's a free agent right now.
Is he
So
really?
yeah, he's a
They
free
need,
agent. So
they need
are
to
they
find a way to resign him.
but I mean, he might be the best quote unquote 3-and-D wing that they can find right now.
That they have.
But
and
yeah,
that they could
for
get.
sure. But
Yeah.
his defense, I don't think is going to be good, and I don't think offensively, I don't know. He's more of like a get the ball, one dribble down jumper. Like he's not like a catch and shoot type of like player. And if that makes sense,
didn't-
like he's
I
like a
actually
rhythm
didn't-
shooter. If that makes
I
sense.
didn't think he was a catch and shoot guy until I saw the playoff run this year.
Yeah,
He's
he
improved a lot.
Yeah, for sure. But I think his natural game is he's a rhythm shooter. Like catch the ball, one dribble, boom. And I don't think that fits well with Luka at all. I think he needs a hash sitter that can spray that shit down, attack a closeout. Like
I don't know. I think Hachimura can be what they want him to be.
I mean, he could still develop. I mean,
playing the
he's
four.
not like old.
I mean, honestly, if you're gonna run a backcourt with Reeves and Luka, you got to make sure that that other guy in the starting lineup, aside from Hachimura and the big, is an elite defender as well. So they got to find one more elite like wing defender.
So you think Minnesota? I mean, they're definitely over that. What about Houston? I think Houston's the wild card. If they can develop and make like another trade around the margins, they could be better than Minnesota in the regular season. In the playoffs, I don't trust Sengun's rim protection at all, especially not with the
Well,
high
that's a
flyers.
huge problem, and I mean, I
Minnesota.
guess it's just gonna all be about like, can Van Vliet stay on the floor because that
They're gonna get another.
I'll tell you this
point
right
guard,
now.
bro.
I don't think they would have made a run or anything fully healthy.
They would've
I
beat
will
the
tell
Lakers.
you
They'd have
that
beat the Lakers for sure.
if Van Vliet was there, I don't know if they would have beat them for sure, but the series would have been closer.
Bro,
I think they would have beat
if
the
you
Lakers.
really think about it, the Lakers, they were handling them for like 4 games straight, and that was with no Reeves and no Luka.
But they
Reeves
needed,
came back at the
yes.
very end, like the last game, right? The last game, last
Yeah.
2 games of the
Yeah, last
series,
2 games.
and he didn't even look great because he's coming off an injury. He's getting guarded by a man like. I
You're
think
talking about
it-
Reeves.
Yeah. So like my whole point is like, bro, if you have a steady point guard, bro, y'all can actually win. Like to set people up, I think they would have won. Personally, I think that would have won versus the Lakers. Most people thought they were gonna beat the Lakers before that series.
Yeah, he's their main facilitator, and like they tried to get the same production out of Shepard, it didn't really work.
Because he's not he's more of just a scorer, like a shooter. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he's like sets people up that well.
No.
Like that's one of those things you got to develop
No,
that in the league.
But Shepard is, obviously not switchable for anything, but like Shepard's actually not that bad of a defender when it comes like like shadowing the other team's point guard.
Yeah, no. Anybody else want to add on anything real quick before we move on? Because we got to recap the Knicks winning the chip. We don't really got to get too like much into it because it's been about 2 weeks now. But I'm repping the Starberry jersey, and I think ultimately it's just a really good run. I feel like ever since the Nuggets won, it's been like this has been one of the best dominant runs that we've seen in a while. So it's been like Nuggets, Celtics, OKC, now the Knicks. It just shows like parity is at an all-time high.
Oh, for sure.
And Jalen Brunson's going to get a statue. He won a chip as the first little guard in a long-ass time.
Since Isaiah,
They giving him
Yeah.
whatever he
Insane.
wants, man. I mean, it's never paying for anything in New York City ever again.
He took like 100 less million anyways too to have OG bring him back and everything like that. So
to get there. He got the exact squad he wanted, and he took the Villanova Knicks.
Yeah, they're just
chip,
missing Dante,
baby.
bro. That's it.
I mean, bro,
I'm so sad about that.
He really
but,
doesn't have to do anything the rest of his career. Like, he could actually just disappear.
You think he's the best Nick ever?
Just for the
No.
ring, yeah. You have to give it to him now.
You said no. So
I don't think so. Okay, I'll definitely say he's.
like him or Melo.
Oh,
What?
Him or Melo.
Melo was
Brunson.
not even
Melo
two.
wasn't even in the
Brunson,
conversation.
right?
Melo's not even
Brunson
two.
for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
over
Brunson,
Melo.
right?
It's for me. It's Brunson, Ewing.
I have Ewing over.
And then
Brunson.
I don't even know if Melo's 3.
He's not.
oh, who else would be 3? Because off the dome, like for how long they've been there and how
it's
I
hard
can't
as
think
a
of anybody.
non-Knicks fan. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I'm not a Knicks fan at
We
all.
were
I'm
so-
actually am a Bulls
We were
fan.
so young.
You
y'all
can
don't
see that
remember.
D Wade jersey right there.
But Melo did nothing for New York aside from bring highlights. Like, Melo did nothing for them. They were like the 7th, 8th seed every year, first round exit.
they had no real squad though. Because Stoudemire was injuries. Like I also don't think he fit next to
Stoudemire
him.
was just old.
man, I miss
Stoudemire,
bro.
Yeah.
Stoudemire
Stoudemire,
actually
man.
used to give him good production. He was just old.
But they had like how many coaches with Melo? They had like 2 or 3 coaches.
You had
And
Amon
that's, man.
Shumpert, J.R. Smith.
They've always had a
very
million
interesting
coaches.
team.
I think, bro, the biggest thing that fucked up Melo is the fact they didn't wait an off season to be able to sign him. They didn't want to compete with like the Bulls and shit. So they gave up like Gallinari. I think Gallinari would have fit perfectly next to Melo because he just sat there in the corner, sat there in the wing while he cooked.
I think ultimately I'd probably have Carmelo at 2, but like if you wanna weigh rings in for everything, obviously like I know basketball evolution exists. Not saying he's like this guy's a better player than anybody, but like Walt Frazier means a shit ton to that city because
I
of
mean,
the
Walt
yeah,
Frazier's
for sure. I'm
definitely
not gonna act like I watched him play, but for sure, like I know that, and I would go Melo too overall. Patrick
I'd go
Ewing,
Melo
cool.
3.
Patrick Ewing. is
I'd go Melo
definitely-
3. Ewing's over him. for sure.
Definitely.
Dude,
over
I just
Melo.
go because Melo's one of my. I
No,
love Melo, bro.
Ewing was
That's just
quite
biased,
literally
though.
bro,
For sure, biased. Yes.
We weren't alive, but you speak to anybody who was there during the 90s. Like Ewing was Superman in New York.
My
like
you don't
dad,
understand.
my dad
My
was like
grandpa-
Patrick Ewing's ass. But that's
That's
different though
crazy.
because the Bulls and the Knicks had a real that's when rivalries were a thing.
Yeah, no,
So,
my
like-
grandpa's a huge Knicks fan. Shout out Irving Burgess.
Yeah.
A huge Knicks fan. Dude, I walk in the house. I walk into their house after the Knicks won. Like it was probably like 3 days after. That man had the Knicks hat on the table. I came in. He was like, "Yeah, you know,
New York.
what can I say?
So your family comes from Knicks fans, but you're wearing a Brooklyn jersey.
It's a Durant jersey. Let's get this very. You're wearing a Knicks jersey.
I am, but I'm not a. I'm. I
Right,
don't represent
right,
the Knicks
right.
in any way.
None of us are wearing
no,
our team.
I like this
so-
Crazy Knicks fans.
He's the closest to him. Do y'all believe the thing that like when they add an expansion, Minnesota's going to the East?
well,
Minnesota
for
and
sure,
Memphis
no,
are
for
the
sure.
two teams.
Memphis is gonna be the first for sure.
Yeah, Memphis definitely has to.
Bro,
Now-
but like Memphis has no pool right now. It would make way more sense to have Minnesota go out east and add more competition out there. Versus you had Minnesota or you had Memphis and it's like there's no value getting
Memphis
added
is
to
going
Well, they're
for
a playoff
geography
team.
purposes.
Memphis.
If you add them, to
Bro,
the
it would
East-
be.
I'd rather
I'll
see
play
Minnesota.
any team.
I'd rather see
No,
Minnesota
no,
out
no,
there.
I
D'Lo,
absolutely
bro,
would.
I don't think y'all understand how the expansion
Expansion
going to
works.
go. It's going to be 2 teams going to the East.
Yeah, it'll be
Because-
both of them.
Yeah, because like they're going to have a team in Seattle and Vegas. So like those 2 teams will be in the West.
right.
Do you think Seattle's gonna get a team? I thought I knew it was for sure Vegas, and I
Seattle-
thought Mexico City was the other one.
Nah, Seattle and Vegas are like the 2. Ever since the Sonics left Seattle, like that city's like went crazy with that basketball.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
used
they're
to
a
be-
basketball
it used to
city.
be a really
They're a
big
basketball city.
yeah.
They're not, bro. The Seahawks won. If OKC would have actually won in Seattle, like had they never relocated and they won, they'd went way more crazy than when the Seahawks won. In my opinion, I think they're a basketball city. They have so many roots, so many of the best basketball players, like of this kind of like the 2000s on is like from Seattle and shit.
Yeah.
So that'd be crazy though. I think it just bring more competitiveness to the East, like especially Minnesota. Like right now is the time to do that, bro.
It would probably be those 2 teams. Would be the Grizzlies and But I don't know why
Minnesota.
they never talk about the Pelicans.
What about New Orleans? Yeah, I was about to say New Orleans is another one, bro. I'm not gonna lie, New Orleans, they just don't. They're just so poorly ran. But like hypothetically, they figure it out. Zion out east, playing playoffs every year, and it's like
I don't know about that.
I mean, look at the bottom of the East is
They'd be
literally
better.
the bottom of the East is Charlotte, Miami. Well, Miami will be better now, but it's Charlotte, Oklahoma. Not Oklahoma. It's Orlando. Toronto was good this
Not
year.
Orlando.
These are all
That's a
playoff
playoff team.
But they were in the play-in. I'm talking about play-in teams like Milwaukee.
Then that's not the bottom. The bottom is,
I
is
talk-
below that.
I was more so looking at like
Bottom
competitive
of the playoffs.
Yeah, the bottom of the competitive
Oh, okay. So like,
teams.
if a team was to expand out there, who would they be competing for?
Yes,
in the
exactly.
Okay, I see what you're saying. now.
I mean, Indiana's gonna come back because they were asked
All
because
the
they had
teams
no
you named are better than the Pelicans.
today. Yeah, if they fix their shit though, I mean, it's like a super hypothetical if they fix their shit.
The Pelicans would win a lot more games in the East, and they still wouldn't even be a playoff team.
Yeah. I don't know. I think honestly, like the NBA, I kind of
There's a lot of upside. I'm looking forward to the NBA for the next couple of years.
facts. The past like year or two, I've been less tapped in because my favorite team has been
Well, stagnant.
absolutely like
Dog shit.
unwatchable. Yes,
Yeah.
and I was watching the Bulls when Justin Holiday and Cristiano Felicio were starting. Like I was watching them when they were dog shit booty buns. Now I just couldn't take it. Like I don't like Josh Giddey, but shit, they draft Caleb Wilson, and I like Buzelis. So like I'm all the way in now. Like I'm back. I'm back in.
Everyone
And-
loves Buzelis.
Exactly. I'm back in now, and I'm a super locked in the NBA. So like how I used to be, it's never truly left, but now I'm back in. So y'all want to say anything else before we like hit the new thing?
Nope.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We're gonna have some more content on the way. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys.